Hello YouTube world, it is I, the Alienator Mars, yet again, for the second edition of the Alien's Lair. Now, today's story is actually kind of cool, and I always like kind of telling people about, where, like I've been a wrestling fan since I was a kid. I don't remember how exactly I got into it, or why, or whatever, what the first match I ever remember watching ever was, but I just remembered it was the coolest thing. And, you know, some of the wrestlers today are kids of guys I grew up watching. You know, you got Randy Orton's, I grew up watching Cowboy Bob. You got Bret and Owen's niece and nephew, D.H. Smith, and Natalya, who's actually today's story's about. And you got the Usos, and you got Tamina, and you got all these guys who, it's like I grew up watching their kids, their parents wrestle, now I'm watching them wrestle, which is really kind of cool. So that leads me into today's story about Natalya. Her dad's the inspiration behind this thing, by the way. Met Natalya for the first time. I guess the TV station was opening up their new headquarters. So they had a couple of UFC guys, they had a couple of NBA guys, and CM Punk and Natalya were there. So anyways, when I actually got around to kind of getting a high five from Natalya, she kind of gives me this funny look and points at me, and then to my beard, and then to me again, and I nodded. I said, her dad was my inspiration for it, and she kind of giggled and bowed her head. And so I'm like, you know, she's like, alright, come here. So I got a picture with her on the spot. So that was kind of cool. And so a couple months goes by, and her, Jeff Hardy, and Mickey James are all signing autographs at whatever hotel was around the corner from the same TV studio. It was a Hilton Garden or Comfort Inn or something, I don't remember. So Jeff Hardy was pooped. He had gotten delayed at both airports. Like, he got delayed at the Baltimore airport or whatever one he had to catch the flight to where I was. So then he got delayed. So he was delayed to Baltimore one, or, you know, LAX or wherever he was flying in from. Then he got delayed at whatever airport he landed at, and then so you could tell he was just pooped and a little annoyed and whatever. And Mickey James was all giggles, and she's like, you know, high-fiving everybody. And so I get to Natalya, and I said, "Hi, Miss Neidhart, how are you?" And she's like, "I'm doing good." And I know you. Are you sure? "Oh yeah, I definitely remember you." So having Natalya say she remembered me the second time I met her was freaking awesome. That made up for the fact of waiting in line for 3 hours. But anyways, a couple months goes by, maybe 6 months or so, and I got the magazine, and they had this section in it about a third of the way in. It was, "Hey Superstar, remember me?" It's a section we got, fans got to email pictures into the magazine of them and one of the superstars in WWE. So by then I had a picture of me and Natalya, and I had one with me and Santino. So I thought, what the hell? So I emailed both pictures in. So 2 or 3 months goes by, and I get a message from a friend of mine on Facebook saying, "Hey dude, you are so in the magazine this month. You're in the magazine. Oh my god." And so she's all freaking out because they made it to the magazine. And so I'm like, alright. So I went to my, I think by then my subscription had run out. So I made a point of going on purchasing the magazine. So I purchased the magazine, sitting in the pizza place that's like 3 doors over. So I'm like, flip, flip. Holy fuck, that's me. The picture of me and Natalya made it to the magazine, and that made my year. That was the coolest thing that I think that ever happened. That I made it to the magazine. And actually, oh, fancy enough, it's right here. And give me a sec here. I didn't think I had it right here. But yeah, see, that's me and Natalya. Anyways, so the story about this thing getting signed was, so a couple months go by, and she and the Hart Dynasty were signing autographs again, and I was thinking, oh my god, I gotta go get her to sign that. So I went and brought my Royal Rumble posters. I would get everybody to sign for D.H. Smith and Tyson Kidd. I was gonna get Natalya to sign the magazine. So I get up to the front of the line. I was like, "Hi, Miss Neidhart, how are you?" And she just kind of looks up and goes, "Hey, our picture made for the magazine. You know that?" And I'm like, "Oh, like I know." So she giggled and signed her name on it and whatever. And then D.H. Smith actually, she turns to D.H. Smith and goes, David. So she starts slapping his arm, and he kind of looks at me and goes, "Hey, I know you." D.H. Smith and I were actually friends on Facebook too, so I would send him the occasional message, and the one question I always asked him was, "How goes the battle?" That's just my way of saying, "How's life?" So he starts slapping his arm, and he goes, "Hey, I know you. How goes the battle?" So it's like, that was the coolest moment ever in my life. Being remembered not by one, but by two super famous people. Wrestler or not, two famous people actually remembered me. So that was the coolest thing of ever in my life, I think, or at least definitely the top 5. But yeah, so that was so cool. That was so flattering. It was such an honor to get remembered and have that signed. So yeah, so I think that's my rant for today. It's getting really hot, and my damn apartment doesn't have AC, which really kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm out of here for now. Thanks for listening. Remember, stay out of trouble, and if you get into trouble, don't name it after me. Peace out.